late. Yeah, learn more. All right. Custom baits. Hey guys, I always like that. I get a like, and I don't have anybody on. I like the way it does that. But here comes somebody. So I haven't put the I haven't put this on yet. That didn't work. That didn't work. There we go. That's better. Sorry, I missed you or something. I hope so. I already caught one. Caught one on something I haven't thrown in a while in here. The tube. Yes. Yup. Yeah. I've already got 3 bites. Caught one and missed 2 others on the tube. Bobblehead in the tube. I just happen to have it tied on from the end of a show yesterday. So I decided to throw out here. I mean, it's caught me a lot of fish, usually when I'm flipping. But yeah, I threw it out here. Right now I'm using a pumpkin chartreuse tail. Chartreuse is seen to be a big trigger in here. I was using the chartreuse watermelon red. Yeah. Don't usually ever get stuck on anything. Pretty much comes through everything. But yeah, I went to that watermelon red chartreuse the other day with the flicking. I caught those 2. Uh, because Wayne had his and he has the whole tail dipped in chartreuse. So I'm like, all right, maybe chartreuse is a trigger. A lot of bluegill have moved up in here. They're lighter because of the watercolors. They have that chartreuse on the tail. And yeah, first cast I had one on the green pumpkin candy, and I never felt the bite. I just picked up and he pulled back twice, and I missed him. I had another one right here that took this one, and I thought I had a fish because I thought I came over something else, and my line disappeared. I was kind of working on something. My line took off to the middle. I said hook missed him, and then like the next cast, I caught a little one about a pound and a half. Yeah, that's what Wayne uses. Is the spike it, the garlic dip. But no, this one's just it's just the way it is. Oh yeah, nice day. No, this is the way the tube is. This is the way it's created. It's just the like I said, it's pumpkin pepper with the chartreuse tail. And the fish I caught was right along that edge. Actually, all 3 of the hits have come pretty much right next to that wall. And it's funny, the one I caught, my friend was sitting on the bench and he was watching my line and he knew I had the fish before I set the hook. Yeah, bobblehead with the tube. Said I have a bunch of videos of me flipping it here. And that's usually what I do with this setup is I flip it. Anyway, it's a football head. It's the jointed like a piffle head, and usually that's what I flip. But it works. It works fine casting, especially when there's a lot of rocks or uh, a lot of heavy wood and everything. This thing just seems to usually just come right through it. I don't know. I already pushed my luck. I had 2 bites and a fish before I went live. So I don't know. Ricardo, whoop, there's one. Oh, oh, that was another bite, guys. Oh, that one I felt. That was a hard thump. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was like, you saw me. I took my cigarette out. Yeah, they're in here. It's a fourth bite now. Dang it. That was a good thump, too. That was a thump, and I was like, you saw me. I didn't even have my other hand on it, and I felt him. He was pulling the rod tip down. Dang it. Yeah, right when I brought over that rock, it was just a big thump, a heavy tick on the line. He didn't feel me. He might come back. This water is 60 degrees. It's got to be. I mean, it was almost, we were fighting 60-degree on Saturday, and it was just as warm yesterday. And today was like really warm. So I don't know if the water warmed up, but it definitely has not cooled off. Dang. Yeah, it's definitely redemption time. One little peck the last time, and that one next to shore that I totally spaced on. Now I've already caught one. I had 3 bites. That bite I totally felt. I mean, he that was a heavy tick. I was just playing around with my freaking cigarette. I don't know. There might be a lot of them just cruising back and forth up against this wall. I might not have to move. Might just stay here and wait for more fish to keep moving up against this wall. There's already been 4 up here. Sorry. I made a cast and I landed on shore. I was so close to making water. All right, there we go. That time I made water. This water's really muddy, but I don't know. It's weird as it looks muddier than it is because I can see this thing about a foot down. I can see this bait about a foot under the water. I mean, it's pumpkin chartreuse. It's a lighter color, but I can see it pretty far down. I don't know. I might go over and throw this thing on the other side. Although there's a lot of asphalt over there, which could potentially get it caught. Come on, fish. Didn't feel me. Didn't feel me, so it should come back. Ain't no way he got a hook in him, so. And that kid, man, that kid, I don't know if you can see him right there in the red. You see my video the last time? Second I caught that one, he came over and asked if he could use one of my baits. So I didn't give him the bobblehead, but I gave him the tube. All right, let me try it over there. What? You didn't get anything? Wow, I said I've already caught one, and I've had 3 bites already, and 1 bite live. I was just messing with this and didn't have my hand, and one thumped it and totally took off with it. I'm using the bobblehead with the tube. It's all I've thrown so far. I'm feeling spongy weight, guys. I don't think it's safe. Nope. See, whenever you feel spongy weight, look, it's a 3 pounder. Whenever you feel weight, don't just set the hook. Give it some pressure and pull on it slightly until you feel some movement. I could have totally just slammed the hook on that. Other than the spongy weight, I had no idea. I mean, there was no inclination other than heavy weight that was a fish. So. If I would have felt a pullback or anything like that, yeah, I would have slammed the hook. It's gonna be a good day. Yep. Well, at least I didn't slam the hook and then think I had a fish and start getting all excited and be like, "Oh, it's a stick, guys. Sorry." Felt just like it. It's a spongy weight. It felt like it. Something might have been just swim with it in his mouth. That's the difference. Difference is waiting to see if it actually pulls back. Down the line again. Straight down the line. Yeah, I know exactly. That's usually what you get. Where you catch the line that's wrapped around a big old piece of steak or something. Dang, they're pretty aggressive. I mean, I want fish to hit. I mean, that was a pretty heavy thump. First few I didn't even feel. I just pulled up and thought I was stuck, held the line, and I felt their head move. That one thumped it. It's like a big old heavy thunk. That's just one of those rocks. There's got to be more of them up on. I could try the drop shell on here. I haven't tried it yet. I know they're sitting here. Good sign. Three fish on something I hardly ever throw. Actually, four. 3 bites at a fish. Another 3-pounder. Ah, I missed again. Oh, now it's in the water. Oops. Should have left it there. Problem is this wind. I cast it, hits it, and blows the line over. I'm gonna try the drop shot, but I'm gonna get another bite on this. Problem is those little bit of reeds right down there. I should go down there and just pull them out because my line's getting on them. Actually wrapped around one right now. Bringing it in on top of the line. You can see it right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's on the surface, but it's on my line. There's actually a stump right there in the water. A stump. It's like an old post. That's where one of mine hit and he took off out the middle of it. Just want to see if one's sitting right in its nook. Oh, it came off. I was gonna show you what I was dragging the whole time. All right, I'm gonna move up a little bit since nobody's on this edge. I'm gonna try launching one a cast length away. There we go. I'm standing right about where I was casting. See, I'm kind of a little bit before how far I was casting. So. I know there's a lot of good rock right here on this. Yeah, lots and lots of good rock right there. I just need a fish to be sitting there. And it's like coming over a boulder after a boulder after a boulder right there. You got him flipping today? Work up towards point. Yeah, I'm working that way. Yeah, you're flipping them and yeah. Well, I said I did that show. There are tips and tricks about how to catch them in cold, muddy water, and that's the flip. Flip with a lighter head, like a 1/4 ounce or something. So this water's dirty right now, but I can see this bait down about a foot. So it's actually kind of deceiving. I think I'm going to cast out a little bit. See, I can't go to the point because that guy's on it. You can see him now. He's sitting down there. He has all this stuff right there. So I can't really go fish. Can't really fish that point. So I'm going to hang out back here. But all my fish have been that way. So I'm looking good. And I've only thrown the tube at him. So might be some fish that want the drop shot or the flick it. Still got time for him to move in here. I've been hitting more in the evenings than the mornings. Yeah, that point ain't as good as it used to be. The point used to be great, but since they smashed all that island into it, it's not a mega point like it used to be. I'm on. I'm just waiting for another thump. The little fish just jumped over there. Uh, fish seem to be more back that way right now. More from where about where I'm standing that way. While I'm down here, let me fire. Give one in a different direction. Maybe that'll tickle their fancy. Like, hey, we've seen that thing, but we haven't seen it going this way. I should eat that. The one I caught was about a pound and a half, maybe. It was fat and like half its butt was actually kind of puffing. I'm really glad I stuck to throwing this tube right now, though. While I'm down here, I'm going to get all these tulies out of here. I got all the tulies right here in front of me that were bugging me. Get them all out of the way. So when I go back down there, I don't have to deal with them. Not that many of them. There we go, clean slate. I think I'm going to come back down here and throw the drop shot in this area. Give the old drop shot a try here. Huh? Yeah, because it has the weight on it. Neds don't have weight on the shank. Same head, but it's a little bit different. Let me go back here. Oops. Try the old drop shot down this line. Woo-hoo. If I wouldn't have backed that off, it would not. It would have made shore and not water. I kind of backed it off right before. See if any of those fish that hit the bobblehead. Maybe I want something different. And since none of them felt me, none of them felt my hook. So more fishermen heading out. There's like 9 other people here right now, and a boat coming in. Hmm. I'm on drop shot yet. Ran it straight down that line. See if there's just some cruisers out there in the open part. I know they might be more bottom oriented. That's why they wanted the tube. Wish I had another Ned left, but I don't. I broke them all off. You gave up on that other thing? Yeah. It's Lou. I didn't even recognize him. I'm used to him on that boat with no engine. Comes cruising in on a freaking tracker. I haven't seen him on a tracker. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't know. Nothing yet on it. So bobblehead in the tube has been the deal so far. Should use a bobblehead with my Alabama craw. I really think it's the chartreuse that's being the trigger. I know there's a lot of bluegill in here. People have been catching them. So how do well, I have to go back with what worked. Maybe go try it on the other side. Can't believe Luke showed up with an actual boat. Look at that. Used to have that boat. He's in some of my videos with that boat. He bought it for really cheap. It's like a fiberglass bass boat, but it doesn't have an engine. So evidently he sold that off and got a tracker and a boat that actually has an engine. Mm, I try to drop shot on that side first. Oh, no activity on it yet. Wish I had some spike it. I turned the tail. Chartreuse. My kid actually said I could use one of his Morning Dawn robo-worms with the chartreuse tail. What do you think? Should I take him up on it and give that a try here? Let's try. I know that was a color that worked in Laguna that one time for my skater friend. I know when I was at Clear Lake one time, it's the the Morning Dawn with the pink or with the chartreuse tip. That was a pretty happening color, and it was kind of this dirty too. So, I don't know. All I know is absolutely no response on the drop shot. Yeah, I know. Well, not only that, when he did it, and he tried it, I mean, the thing just freaking went in circles. The rear end just blew all over the place. I think that's what he got tired of more was the fact that he just couldn't control it, and it sat all nose down when he was. Yeah, it totally ran completely like nose down. This ain't working. I actually don't have anything for the drop shot right now that has chartreuse in it. There's some other colors in that, but I don't mean it has chartreuse. Like I said, if that's the trigger, I'll come over here and I'll ask that kid. Downsize maybe? Really? Can I get any smaller than that? Can I get any smaller than a 3-inch stickworm? We want me to go to like a. Let me go to a crappie tube because that's pretty darn small right there. No, I just don't think they're. Definitely, they're into things that are on the bottom right now. That's probably why the Ned was working so good. And just soaking a worm and nightcrawler, just letting it sit on the bottom. I'm waiting for this kid to get closer so I can ask him. I see he took my tube off. I gave him. Go figure. I give him bacon. Can I try one of those worms? The, the rubber worm? Let's see if it makes a difference, guys. Let's see if that's the key. Let's see if the key is that little bit of chartreuse. It's not downside, it's going bigger. There we go. I'm going to try the Morning Dawn with a chartreuse tip. Oh, yeah, more of them? I don't know. I just want to give it a try here. See if it makes a difference. See if it makes a difference down this line. See if the pink morning dawn can be a difference maker. The chartreuse tippy two. If not, I'll go wander around with the tube some other places. Might try that side with it. We're way off the point. Actually, when I very first came here a long time ago, I had a little 3-inch stick worm. We still have them. It's one of our dropping sticks. It was pepper. It was the same color as that tube. It was pepper with a little chartreuse tip on it. And when I first came here back in 2012 on that, I caught a lot of fish on that thing. So I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to see if I have some more of them. Start using more on the drop shot. Yeah, that was one of my favorite colors in here. It's the same color as that tube, but our dropping stick. Yeah. I said I don't have many options. Don't have many more options for live. There's only 3 lakes I think I can go live at. And 2 of them are like an hour away. So. And the ocean was pretty heavy. Roboworm, hey brand. Yeah, Roboworm. The Roboworm. That's the brand. Come on, how do you not know? You're kidding, right? You gotta know the Roboworm. It's like the #1 drop shot worm ever. That I can't get a bite on. I'm not complaining. Yeah, I want to go back to the pier, but it was like white caps. It's like 13, 14 mile an hour winds, and they were west, which means they're blowing right into the freaking pier. So. And I blanked the last live here, so I had to come back for payback time. And I've already caught one, and I had 3 other bites, all on the tube. So right now I'm kind of playing around. That kid gave me a robo worm. Morning dawn with the chartreuse tip. So I'm giving that a go. But so far it's all been the tube that's gotten me any bites. And 1 fish. They seem to like whatever they want. We're right on the bottom right now. I'm crawling this worm over everything. So. I don't know. Maybe the bluegill are in here, and they're just sitting on the bottom, just hanging out on the bottom next to the rock. Something that's where they're picking them off. It's just really odd to get 4 bites in a fish. And then throw everything else right in the same spot. And I can't even get a peck. West Coast. Are they from the West Coast? I didn't know that. Yeah, misspell it. That'll help. Yeah, no, they were. Yeah, they're way back, like early '90s, I think. I think that's when Roboworm came out. There were some competitors at the time. Yeah, but that's stickworm. We're talking. This is the most popular drop shot worm. Pretty much the favorite of most of the pros and everything is the Roboworm. Yeah, these fish will not touch this thing. He said he caught some out the other day, but they will not touch it. Want nothing to do with it. Yeah, see, that's a Roboworm. That's a Roboworm. They're not really hand poured, but it's sort of hand poured look. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's just one of the flat bottom. It's flat bottom. Most hand poured stuff, they have a flat bottom. So they're considered, they say they're hand poured. They're not really hand poured. It's one of the best robotic sort of ways to pour it that's sort of hand poured. But my issue is they're really soft. I usually call them a one and done worm because a lot of times you catch one and you either throw it or it rips the whole head of it open. So you have to either bite it off or melt it back together or something. Hmm. I might have completely, totally stumbled onto something with that too. 'Cause that was high percentage. For a little bit of time I've been here, we're all on that too. I mean, one random fish, but I don't know, 4 bites, 4 bites or 3 bites, and a fish. That's high percentage. So like I said, I'm running this thing down it. They do not want it at all. Not even a peck. All right, going back to the tube. All right, back with this. Yeah, that's not good. Guess it's a tube or nothing, guys. I haven't tried to flick it. Not gonna go. I haven't tried to flick it yet. That might be anybody that believes in the full moon. The full moon is it's like 3/4 right now, or a little past. So people that believe that they come up and spawn on the full moon, you should be all happy right now. Problem with the tube is I like the quarter ounce, but it's got a big hook, but it's a little short. I believe it. Well, I don't know. They should all be up here right now then. What's up? Sorry, I can't even read that. Corner. I'll say that. What's up, corner? Is that what the end of it is? I know it's hard to read this at this angle. Yeah, we're just if you believe that they come up. I believe it in tidal water, but not when there's no. I think the myth of that is more in tidal water, not lakes that don't get affected by tides. It should be moving up in here. It's 59 degrees, 60 degrees right now. The water looks really murky, but I can see this thing about a foot down. Yeah, it's nice. Not much wind today. It's been in the upper 70s the last 3 days. The water, but got a fish on the tube earlier. Lights on the tube and nothing on anything else. So. Caught one of the 5 bites I had or 4 bites I had. I missed one in the beginning of the live. Yeah, I missed one. I had my cigarette and I had my hand off right when the fish hit. Thumped it really good and he took off with it and pulled my rod tip down. And that was the last bite I had. At least on this side. Yeah, I should be home editing right now, but I got half of the show done, and I figured it would take me so long to do the rest of it that I wasn't gonna be able to upload it today unless it was late. So I'm like, all right, I'll just go live. Anyway, I fished for like 6, 7 hours yesterday and 10 hours a day before that. I did it right. I totally. That's right, guys. I totally forget that this color of this tube is the same color of that dropping steak. When I first came here in like 2012, I caught a lot of fish on it. It was pepper. It was pumpkin pepper with a little bit of like that much of a chartreuse tail. I got a lot of fish on that thing, and then I don't know for some reason I just totally forgot about it. So I'm gonna have to go through my old CCP base and see if I can find another pack of this. Definitely something to that color in here. Oh, the first fish hit on yeah, it's a Watsonville. Toad Lake. 72 acres of mean big bass. Fat, angry bass. Yeah. It's about the same distance from there that I'm coming from Marina, about 30 miles, 20 miles. I think it's 26 miles to here from my house. 26 or 23. Yeah, that's a bass machine. That's like my PB's out of here. Yeah, that's where I am. I said it's a bass machine. It's got everything they need here. Cover all around the whole shoreline. Hey, big worm. cover all around the shoreline. It's got golden shiners in it. It's got hitch in it. It's got crappie in it. And they gorge on all those. It's got tons of bluegill, which they gorge on. It's got crawdads. Used to have trout, but they don't plant anymore. But it's definitely a bass factory here. Well, I caught one. I don't know what happened to my action.
Yeah, you can't really say it's just a fish story, huh?
What?
They won't say it's just a fish story if you got it on tape, right?
No, I'm live.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm actually interacting.
On what, like Instagram or something?
No, YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have you caught it yet?
There's some big ones right in this area right here.
Yeah, I caught one earlier, and I've had like 4 bites, 5 bites.
He's live
Wow,
on YouTube.
you
Hey, stay back.
ate
Stay
a
back.
fish? You ate a fish?
Yeah, there's a lot of them along. They're coming in along the sedge.
About how big?
The one I caught, it's only like a pound and a half.
Where is it?
Yeah, one day I was looking in here, there was one like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of big ones in here. I just think the lake. They built it up. You mean the jetty? Up here before the 80s. Yeah, I think they built these jetties in the 80s. I first came here in 84 and these jetties were already here. The old launch used to be at the end down there. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. See, we're all fishing and they go right down there to feed all the birds. Yeah, I think they built this, at least by 84, they had the jetties built. That guy must feel great. I moved to this area in 84 and I came here with my little teeny boat. And it was built like this when I got here. It's really depressing that they're like how I got here that early and I got all that action and then now nothing. And I was thinking to throw this around because I was probably going to catch him on something else. So I just threw this around for fun while I was waiting to go live. And oh, there's water on my lens. I don't know if it's making much of a difference. I think when I showed that tube, it splashed my lens. I don't think I can't see it on the lens. I can't see it on the camera though. I'm gonna go try the other side with this. I'm gonna go work the other edge. Which is gonna be more dangerous because that edge has all the asphalt. This is totally weedless. The hook's inside, but the head will still get caught on it. That's gonna be the only issue is the head. Let me see. All right. Dryer straight down. I'm a little bit crooked, but it's a good angle for seeing where I'm casting and where I'm already almost snagged. Yeah, this asphalt is just gnarly. I don't know. Most people have been fishing on the other side lately. Whew, came off. It was snagged again. There's a bunch of like really vertical sort of chunks that sit up right against this wall. Oh, and they kind of go out about 10 feet. No, this lake's just a big circle. It's just itself. There's actually five of them here, I think. They're like 10,000 year old. They're all seismic, I guess. The way they were created was seismic and kind of sinking. But this is Pinto, there's Kelly, and there's like three others that are all on private. Uh, yeah. I'm usually always at the Coast Guard Pier. I go live at the Coast Guard Pier a lot. Uh, no, not really. Wind's not really picking up. Yeah, usually I go live at the Coast Guard Pier a lot. I haven't been there in a while. The winds have been horrific. No fun being at the ocean when it's like 15, 20-mile-an-hour winds blowing straight at you. I'm waiting for a west southwest or different winds so I can go back and do another live for the rockfish. Catch a lot of rockfish at the pier. It's usually what it is. And I just put up that video a couple days ago. Yeah, I just put one up with me with a big calico I caught on the inside. Yeah, on the inside. It was just like I think I put up Friday. It's called Epic Catch, my first ever calico. On my friend's boat on the inside of the pier, where it's actually a city ordinance you're not supposed to fish. But we fished in there, and he caught like seven calico. I caught one nice one. Yeah, and if you go back further on my channel, I have tons of lives at the pier, and then before that, I have a bunch of them that are actually regular shows. One with a viewer, and a bunch of others I used to film at the pier. It's kind of hard because I have like 900 videos, so there's a lot back there. All right, I'm just gonna try out in the middle. I'm gonna drop that down. It's a little more even. Can't believe all the fish in the lake were against that edge. Can't believe I found them all against that edge that quick. Total coincidence, too. I had the tube tied on from a show that I did with a subscriber yesterday, and so that's why I threw it. And I think it was first cast with the green pumpkin candy. I got a bite of it. Oh, so that's all that asphalt. Guess I'm just gonna have to hound that other shore. I'm gonna move up right where it turns. Try one straight down that edge, but the asphalt is just gnarly. So that's a big piece of asphalt there. Would go try and throw it off the end, but that's like Magnet City for baits over there. Try this edge, and then I'll just maybe go camp out back over there. No, we don't have hydrilla, but we have We have pepper, I think it's called pepper wheel. I call it hyacinth light. It's an aggressive plant like that. It floats on top, gets about this tall, like 6 8 inches. But it's not as gnarly. It's not a grass. It's like hyacinth. It floats on top. There is some hydrilla. There is some hydrilla in here, and there is some other. All right. Thanks for joining. Oh, that guy caught one on the end. Look, guys. Caught one out there on the end. Good one. Yay, action at the end of the jetty right there. That's right. Right where I was just talking about going on the end. He just caught one right there. That's where I was hanging out and catching them a lot in my lives earlier in the year was off that end. It's just weird. The hyacinth is basically mad. You'll see if you look at my old shows when I'm punching. A lot of my older shows, my vlogs when I'm out. Um, that's the hyacinth. So it looks. I mean, that's the pepper wheel. It looks like hyacinth. Stuff you get at the Delta, the float stuff. That's stuff that everybody punches through. That's what the pepper wheel is like. But it's not as aggressive and it's not as thick. We have a lot of that in here. They're ready in here. They've been ready in here for a while. I've seen red puffy butts since February. I remember that one I caught live. The eggs were coming out of. I don't know. Everywhere's been slow. Even the Delta's been really slow. Oh, there's a fish. I think. Wow, that was really weird. I don't know if that was just the way it came off of the asphalt or what. But I wasn't moving it. And I felt some ticks. Yeah, that whole way in was pretty dangerous. Check my line. Oh, look at that. My hook's actually outside of it. How the hell did that happen? That ain't good. An exposed open hook. I don't even know how that happened. See, I'm standing all the way down here, but I'm actually casting past the end. Yeah, I know. But we were doing really good, till last week. No, I actually have rib minnows, which are a bait that we were doing as CCB, and I still have a bunch of those. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. I just missed another fish. Ah, he spit it. He popped that thing hard too. Dang it. He was. I felt his weight, but he spit it right when I set the hook. Yeah, I pulled it over that. Oh yeah, no, they're good baits. I have a rib minnow that's similar. One that we were selling. It's got a really long section before the paddle tail. It doesn't have the ribs in it like the Kitech, but the tail action is amazing. You even like barely even roll it. So I use those a lot. Use them on underspins. Use them as trailers on bladed jigs. Actually, my one at I got the bite at Elistero on it, and I just nose hook it on a drop shot and just slow roll it, and just sits there and gets this really good wobble on the tail action. But Wayne, one of my CCB crew, the one that's always here, he's a huge Kitech guy. Oh yeah, caught a lot of crappie on them. I mean, they're 3.5 inch. Uh, caught them on. I've caught crappie on them. I actually caught a lot of bass in here on them in my older shows when I was on my boat on the drop shot with the rib minnow. A lot of them. Keep landing my bait right next to that guy. Oh yeah, it's good bait. It's really a bait. I just don't use them that much. Man, that fish just smacked this thing. I was on that asphalt. I pulled it off it, and I just felt the thump. And I felt the weight of the fish when it thumped. But oh, I might have to go all the way down there. Yeah, I'll be back. See, and it does get caught up down there. It's just on the back side of it. You walk down there and just turn the other way. Oh, what you mean? We should talk about my rib now? Oh, yeah. Well, if you look on, yeah, big ones. My, I'm gonna retie. So he's got some dicks. Um, that live I did a long time ago with Wayne, biggest bass ever caught during a live show. It was like 7.2. He caught on a Kitech on an Alabama rig, or I mean on a Carolina rig. He likes to drag the Kitechs on a Carolina rig, and I started doing it in those lakes. You know how many fish I've caught by accident on a rattle trap? I'm not selling them anymore. I screwed up my site. I had them on Zencart, and I had them on Zencart. Hey, Bino, you're off live. I was on your live earlier. Um, somebody hacked it and somebody messed up the password thing, and then I don't know. I got all Mr. Computer Expert, and I went in because they said I had a bunch of possibly malicious code in my thing, and so I went in and erased it manually, and then I couldn't even get into it at all. So it's my bait selling days at the moment are a little are on the back burner. I still use them in my giveaways because I have a lot of them. I'm gonna start doing uh, CCB bait challenges where I send different channels 5 of my baits and the challenges to catch fish on each of them. And of course, I mean, I can still buy them all. I still have the connection and everything else. It's just I don't really feel like spending the time to rebuild a whole shopping cart. Took me like a month to build that thing, and now it's just toast. Some hacker decided he was going to shut me down. But I can still use them for other things. Well, I like them. Actually, our CCB square bill that we were selling, it's very similar to the KVD. Same size, same sort of shape. Um, for a regular square bill and that, I like those. I've caught good fish on here on one that was the Tennessee shad, the 2.5 square bill. But I often use the Bandit 100s and the Norman Little N. They're not actually a true square bill, but those were my favorites. Hey, one bite out here, that's it. One freaking thump. I have to go back over. Oh, do they? I'm just saying size wise. I'm just saying shape wise and action wise, they're pretty good. I don't know about their durability. I don't think I had any of them long enough because I'd always lose them. I'd always lose them within a couple months of buying them anyway, or months. So they caught a lot of fish while I had them. Come on, one more good thump. Have it hold on to it. I want a thump and a swim, not a thump and that's it. That asphalt goes out about 10 feet. I'd like to come up and spawn it, so I don't know why they wouldn't be on this side. I know I'm using something they like, so I'm sticking with it. It's a lot easier to work this around all this rock than it is the stupid, the wacky. The last time live, I lost, what, 3 of them? And as I say that, karma. Nope, I'm going to have to go down here again. I knew it was dangerous. Toasteroonie. Must have been wedged in a little corner. Usually you walk to that side of it and it just comes out. Frog bite? Right now? We went back there the other day and we didn't get anything. Although it's way too far to go walking. No, we went back there. We actually punched through the pepper wheel and went all the way to the back. At least on the left side. But none, nothing. It was dead zone. All right, I'm gonna see. I don't even know if I have another bobblehead. I know I have 3/8, but I don't know if I have another quarter. Oh, here's our rib minnow.
The hook finally gave out.
Here's our rib minnow I was talking about.
I was so damn annoyed. I was like, oh, it's still.
This is the rib minnow. Michael, that's the rib minnow. Da, da, da. That's a little rib minnow. I've been some other colors too. I mostly throw them on the. I mostly throw them on the underspin. Sorry, I'm trying to look through all this stuff. Yeah, that's why I like it. It rolls really slow. You roll it really slow. And the tail just wobbles, even at just like a crawl. Try and see if I have one more. Somewhere. I thought I might have had one more quarter-ounce bobblehead. Anything else? I found a 3/8. I do have my favorite jig though. Green pumpkin, June bug. I really want to stick with the two. Oh, this is our flipping jig head. It's our quarter-ounce flipping jig head. It's like a big toe head, like you get on the chatterbait. It's that sort of thing. 30-degree turned eye. 90-degree, 30-degree eye. Damn, phone's about to die. Happens a lot. I don't think I have any. You may have to go with the 3/8. One more place to check. Nope, 3/8. What? Three eighths again. A crap load of 3/8. Good drop shot rod. And I found another one too. 3/8. I think that was my very last. Very freaking last. Big quarter ounce. Pretty sure. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm looking through all this stuff. Um, I don't know. I only threw a drop shot on a bait caster. Want a good rod for a bait caster? I can tell you. I use it on the tourney special, Bass Pro Shops, the medium, 6.5. I think I'm gonna have to go 3/8, guys. The reed edges. Oh yeah, there's a lot of bluegill in there right now. Throw a worm in there, you can catch bluegill right now. Nope. You're gonna have to go 3/8. I don't know if it makes that much of a difference. 3/8 isn't that heavy, but so 3/8 has a little bit of a bigger hook on it. Makes it a little bit harder on that 4-inch tube. Kind of the hooks at the very end, the very, very end of it. Yeah, you that were talking about, I didn't see that. Let me go back. Squid strand? Yeah, drop shot rod. Like I said, I only throw them on a bait caster. Yeah, I mean 6.5 foot. It's my rod right here. It's this one right here. I don't know if you can read that. I don't know if you can read the thing on it, but it's the tourney special. It's a really good rod, Bass Pro Shops. Actually, only $50. This is 6.6 medium. Yeah, it's fast action, but change the tip. They have metal inserts that are kind of soft. So when you buy one, just buy an extra ceramic tip and replace the tip. I've never broke a Bass Pro Shop rod. They've lasted for me. I've been using them since like 2001. All right, I'm going back to the same tube. The pumpkin chartreuse. I got one bite over there.
You want to buy over there? You want to buy?
One bite, one thumped it, but he dropped it. Thumped the tube. Then I lost it. Go figure. See, guys, look at how long this hook is. It barely even fits. It barely even fits at the very end of the tube. For like the quarter. But I hook more on the 3/8. Yeah, they're really good. All right, let me get back over to this side. All right, I think I effed this up because I shortened this arm. There we go, that's a little straighter. All right, let's see if there's anything back over here. I almost nailed that coot. That would have given him a headache. It should work. I mean, I just like the quarter ounce. It's a little more, comes up a little more when I bounce over rocks instead of hugging. But the first time I threw this in here was the bobblehead. I threw with that craw I showed you, the Alabama craw. And I wasn't flipping it. I was actually casting it and working it over logs and stuff. And I caught 16 fish on it. That's when I was like, oh, I love this thing. Time is it? It's already 7. Haven't come back to kick us out yet, so that's good. The sun's not even down yet at 7, so.
Good luck, man.
Thanks. Okay, so missed 2 fish live. One I should have hooked if I wasn't messing. Didn't have my other hand off of the reel. And like 4 bites. So yeah, I did better than I did last time. Last time I think I only got 1 peck. But I discovered something. That tube. Definitely gonna fish this tube around here more. Of course, got to get some more 1/4 ounce heads. Never did try the flicking though. That might have got him. But too late now. Too late in the game now. Come on, one more good hit. If I get one to pull on it with this thing, with this bigger hook, I'll. This has a better hook ratio than the 1/4 ounce, but 1/4 ounce gets more bites. So it's a gamble. But you can't get under it. You can only pitch to it. It's got the foam. It's got the foam, so you can't go under it. You can just hit it. No, this seawall is usually the best. So later on in the spring when I'm here, water clears up. I'll probably be able to walk around with the live and show you fish on nests sitting right up against this thing. And the fish will get caught like 10 times a day. Like everybody will catch it and let it go and catch it and let it go. It's like oh, you want to catch him on a nest? There's one right there. And that's so weird. They're in here when I first got here at like 5:30. Between 5 and 5:30 is when I got all the hits right here. So I think my very first cast. I caught one today and I've had like 4 or 5 bites. Throwing something totally different though. I'm throwing a yeah bobblehead with the tube. Tried to drop shot for a little bit, nothing. Uh, didn't try the flicking. That one guy in the end that caught the one. I don't know what he was using. But there was some good action right along this wall. Right along this wall in a 4-inch pepper chartreuse. Pepper chartreuse. This one right here. That's what I caught the one on and had all the bites on. How's that for a pitch? put it on the dock and just rolled it in. Oh, and my friend caught a 7 pounder today, and he caught a 5 pounder yesterday. Yeah, they're starting to come back in. So I think you're supposed to have rain on Wednesday. But I don't know how cold of a rain, and I don't know how heavy of a rain.
Yeah.
They're kind of on the edge of it, but they more come up on this wall when it's like this. This is like 4 feet of water right here. They will hide under it in the summer when the water gets clear, but you can't fish from the dock. So no fishing from the dock. So yeah, like I said, most of them come right in here. First, at the end of the dock last year, the very end, there's a huge patch of hydrilla out there, and I caught so many fish on that. I mean, it had to be like 20-foot circle. It's a huge, freaking massive hydrilla that grew right on the end. And I just catch so many thrown in over that stuff. You throw past it, and when you bring it up to it on the edges, they would grab it. Oh, they're letting us fish, so there's got to be one more here. Should be another fish here. Got to be. So it's just really weird because I only got the hook in one. That many fish here, and they didn't feel a hook from it. So you'd think they'd bite it again, or at least bite it again. I'm gonna try it a little further. Try a little further for the last little bit here. There we go. 3/8 quarter. So I feel more confidence with the quarter. I think it's more natural when you bounce it off because it's got more buoyancy. But I've also done really good on 3/8. It's just a confidence thing in my head. Got all the bites on the quarter, and now I'm on a 3/8. So I'm feeling I'm doing it wrong. You can see all that good rock. I'm bouncing this thing over. Should be something there just waiting to gobble it in. But no paracomer. Come on, fishies. Give me a good like 10 pounder to begin with. That's a beautiful shot, isn't it? No fish, but beautiful scenery. Legendary scenery in the background. Hmm. A little bit further out. I don't see the yellow truck or the yellow light yet. Just have my sunglasses on, so yeah, it's a lot brighter without them. Well, for a drop shot rod too. I don't know if you're still on here, but this, this is the excursion for $20 at 18.95 at Walmart. This is the medium heavy, 6.5. Come on. Keep expecting to feel a thump as I bring it over a rock. There we go. 7:10. Still daylight. Yeah. It's dark all the way till 8 now. When the sun's down, when I'm out the other lakes that don't close, I usually leave around 8 now. And of course, remember this camera's a lot brighter than this out. Yep. I filmed a show yesterday with Dr. Hambone. It was a lot of fun. It was a fun show. He's a great guy. We had a lot of fun hanging out. Covered a lot of water. Fished for about 6 hours, 6, 7 hours, something like that. It'll be coming. Maybe by the end of the week. He was actually here this morning, he said. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, like to do spoilers on my shows when I film them. I just leave them at, yeah, we filmed it. It was fun. Video coming soon. Yes, that lake is, well, it's actually not 100% right now. It was 100%, but it looks like they let water out. It's pretty typical, like all the rest of them right now, though. Mud. It's mud. About like this. Ah, kind of muddy as this says Pinto right now. About 6 inch visibility, 8 inch. No, I made it back there. He's just one on YouTube. Actually, he's a freelance graphic designer. Is what he does. Come on, fishy. Can't believe I got all that action right away. And I said I was just kind of throwing this to. I thought it was gonna be, the drop shot and the flicking. So I just happened to have the tube tied on. I was gonna throw it around just to see, and all of a sudden it becomes the only thing that's got me a bite. Coyote. I don't know. I'm gonna wait. I don't like that place till it's above 60-degree water temp, or at least close, high 50s. Never caught a fish under 60 degrees in there. So I don't know, maybe in a couple weeks I'll head back there. If the weather stays stable. We're supposed to have a bunch of rain at the end of the month, I saw. Not really rain, but it was like 5 days of showers, 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 showers. So kind of want to go back to Anderson too. I go back to Chesbro. I made it to Uvis. I made it to Almaden. And now I've hit Lexington, so I'll move up further. I'm gonna get to all the over the hill lakes again. Really want to kind of go back to Vasona. I've been to Vasona in a long time. So I think last summer. Stevens Creek. Still haven't gone back there in a while. And evidently I need to make it to Loch Lomond because I've never been there. Everybody keeps telling me Loch Lomond, Loch Lomond. I go there with Dr. Hambone. Or I think another one of my other subscribers actually has a boat there. So you're back. Did you did you charge it for that long, or did you plug it back into the wall? I'm still behind the. I'm using the 1/8 ounce bobblehead now. Working the end of the jetty. But oh, all the action seemed to be earlier on. Nothing. Not much. It's me switching to a 3/8. Still using that same tube. Pumpkin pepper chartreuse tail. I know I was forgetting. I keep forgetting it's getting that late now. It's already what 7. No. I mean, I got one bump over there. I had 2 bumps since I've been live. One that I missed because, well, it wasn't pretty. But yeah, I wish I had another one, the 1/4 ounce, but I broke off the only one. So I'm working to 3/8. Yep. I don't know. Maybe they're closing at 7:15 now. Sorry, 7:30 now. Well, 7:15. I look, it's already past 7:15. So they haven't come to say anything to us yet. So I'm still fishing. Some other guys are they're just leaving. Other kids are still fishing right there. I haven't seen the truck with the yellow light. So you guys get any out there?
Yeah, just one.
Well, I got one.
One.
I got one here and like 5 bites. That's it.
Yeah. Good luck, man.
Thanks. Man, they should be up in here. This looks like. Why was this the magic lure for a half hour? No, no guard shack. Just a little. There's a house and sort of an intro area, and then there's a little boathouse where they do the rentals. I just really cannot believe that this was a hot ticket for a half hour. I was excited at getting that much action like, within the first half hour of getting here. That I'd actually be able to get some more fish on this thing. But that seemed to be it. I don't know if I annoyed all the fish that were there to start with, and that was it. Got my storytelling Tuesday tomorrow. I'm going all the way to the end. What the hell? Not all the way, but enough that I can cast past the end. Alrighty. Now the wind's starting to pick up. A little bit more. This used to be such a good point, guys. But this is where there was an island that was floating around and it lodged right here. And it actually completely blocked it off. You get out of it a little bit on that side. It was right here. It's actually right over there now. The island's straight across. It lodged and they like supported it over there, attached it. But yeah, they came with a crane on a little floaty thing, a barge, and they dug it and they smashed a bunch of the dirt and everything into this really cool asphalt that used to be out here. And it's never been the same since. Never been the same. Totally changed all the jaggedy rock and asphalt. Now it's all just. Uh oh. Uh oh. I think this is where I lost one the last time. I think this is exactly the spot I lost them last time. In my luck, it's going to be. It ain't coming out of there. There's part of. Yeah, it broke. There's part of the old. Part of the old lawn tramp right there. And it's really not very favorable. Well, it's still here. I still got the drop shot tied on. See, I haven't kicked this out yet. I'm gonna make a cast or two with it. Place with. Who knows? If lead ever becomes a commodity, people are gonna be mining it at lakes. No doubt. All right, let me try the robo worm down here. If I cast it in the water, if lead killed. If lead was so dangerous, like they say, this lake would be dead. There'd be nothing left in here if it was that toxic. This thing was have such a high lead count. When they close now, 7:30? Huh? They close 7:30 now? It's almost 7:30. They haven't come down and said anything. No, I haven't seen the truck. He hasn't come down here. Well, it's still light. Looks a lot darker because I got my sunglasses on. Yeah, he never came around with a flashy light on the truck. No, well, this one I'm using it right now. This is the one I'm using the drop shot right now. This thing's got a really flimsy tip. Tip's nice. Tip's perfect for drop shot. I think they have it in the spinning as well if you want it spinning, but um, no, I like it. Tip's it'll hold it. Tip's pretty. I just like it a lot. It's perfect for it for me. Give one more go. Uh-oh. My battery's low. That's funny. My battery's at 15%. That doesn't usually happen, but it's going on 2 hours, and I actually had it on before. Usually, I don't turn it on until I go live, so I make sure it's 100%. But it's close to go time anyway. Really bizarre. I'm gonna have to use that tube next time. Maybe I'll actually try the jig. Try my fave. No, not yet. I caught one today, and I had 5 bites all in a tube. Bobblehead in the tube for some strange reason. Nothing on the drop shot. Not even a bite. Not even a bite on the freaking drop shot. Didn't try the flicking, but pumpkin chartreuse tail, 4 inch, the flipping tube on the bobblehead. Seemed to be somewhat of a ticket for me today. Somewhat of a ticket. Huh? Just the one, but I've had 5 other bites. No, with the tube. They're all in the tube. Yeah. Got one bite over there on it, and all the rest were right here. That one I caught, and I think I had 4 others hit it on this side and one over there. Seemed to be all they wanted. Haven't got a bite on the drop shot. No bite in the drop shot, and that's all I've tried. Some reason they wanted something just dragged right on the bottom. Yeah, I didn't even throw it though. Once I got all those hits on the tube, I mean, why switch? And plus, I'm out. I lost all my 1/8 ounce heads. I have a couple 1/16 left, but and I don't have the 6 inch, the one that was catching them, the 5 1/4. I need to put more in my bag. No, I haven't tried those. I just use the 3 inch stick worm on the Ned. Seems to work best for me. I guess I'm gonna have to go to the car. Not only are they letting us stay for some reason, but my battery's really low. Gonna yell at me again in a second here. Oh yeah, I don't have any. I'm out of those too. Oh, I got a nibble. I got a nibble. It wasn't a bass. Though. Yeah, I just had a nibble too on the worm, but it wasn't a bass. That wasn't a bass. It was like a bluegill or something. Just grabbed the tail. It's a little machine gun. I'm gonna have to try the jig next time. I think to try my fave. I have to try the green pumpkin June bug, and of course, build the tube again. Yeah, that was just cool. Also, bluegill grabbing the tail. Oh yeah, it's beautiful out here. And they let us stay so far. I don't know why. It's already 7:30. They haven't even come around. So I don't know if they're doing something or they forgot about us or. I don't know what's going on, but here it is, 7:30, and everybody else has already left. Like I'm gonna go to the end. It's gonna be locked. I know. Thanks, Chris. That's what I just said. I'm gonna go to the gate and it's gonna be locked. Oh yeah, jigs are fun. Just gotta remember to let them eat it. I know. That's what I'm worried about. They're like, oh well, he should have been out by now. I mean, we shouldn't have to tell him. I go to the end and it's locked. Oh yeah, when you get them, yeah. On the jig, when you feel a bite, don't just set the hook. Hold your rod still and wait till you feel them move. So you feel them sort of swim with it, and then set the hook. And there's still another car in the parking lot. Yeah. I have a tips and tricks on that if you look. When to set the hook. Don't set the hook when you feel the bite. Set the hook when you feel the fish. It's a slight difference, but it's a difference. Slight. But definitely a difference. All right, guys, you just started up the truck. Hopefully, I'm not in too much trouble. But, all right, guys. No, it depends. Yeah, I mean, you want a stiffer pole, I mean, like a medium heavy, but depends on the hook. If you have a lighter hook or you have a heavy hook in the jig. All right, guys, he just moved over there, so yeah, I'm gonna have to call it. Thanks a lot. Remember tomorrow night, Storytelling Tuesday. Have a good one about a tournament that I should have won. So it's another fishing story, not a when I got a murderer story. And I should have show I'm editing. Should be able to edit it tonight, and hopefully maybe I'll put it up tomorrow. So thanks a lot, guys. Sorry, no fish on camera, just a couple bites this time, but I found the tip, the tube. So that might be coming the next time I come live here.